Welcome to the Antonio Parkinson Project. I am Antonio Parkinson. You're watching the fastest growing visual podcast in the Memphis market. And look, today on the show, GloRilla Gets the Key to the City.
Yeah.
5 things black people immediately say no to. A 12-year-old Texas girl, she died because her parents treated her injuries with smoothies. And we got Kinfolk Kia Shine in the building. So don't go anywhere, stick around, hit that subscribe button. We'll be right back. You're watching the Antonio Parkinson Project. Welcome back to the Antonio Parkinson Project. I am Antonio Parkinson. You are watching the fastest growing visual podcast in the Memphis market. Give it up for that.
Numbers.
Yep. I gotta. Before I introduce my co-host, I do want to send a shout out to my guy Antonio Bobo in the building.
Okay.
What's up, Bobo? Man, listen,
We got a live audience in the back. Live audience in the
Shout
back.
out to Kirsten in the building. Kirsten, her first appearance here on the Antonio Parkinson Project.
What's up?
And y'all give it up for my lovely co-host Angelica Jelly Woods in the building. Make it feel welcome.
Y'all got me working on Labor Day?
On Labor Day.
On Labor Day?
It's so
Okay,
funny, man.
love
because when I told Michelle, I said, hey, we got Kia Shine coming. He's coming on Monday. She said, you do know that it's Labor Day, right?
You did it right.
And then there was an awkward silence.
Yeah.
Right.
Listen, she gave you a moment to let her marinate.
She did, and I pictured her face, in my head, and it was burning in my brain. So I knew what that looked like on the other end of that phone.
Here we are.
I felt it through the text too, man. I felt that energy.
You felt it too.
Michelle
You felt
said,
that.
yeah, apparently.
Right.
That don't mean nothing.
Right.
We here.
Yeah. Give it up for my DJ. That's my DJ. DJ Kojak in the building. Scratch it up for him 4 times. Kojak.
Bam, bam, bam. For the 9, the O, the 1, and 1 just for me.
One for you?
Yeah.
You get one for you today? Yeah, Kojak's struggling today. He really struggling right now.
Because I had a long night, man, up in the club.
Here come the
club
plug.
industry.
I heard it was, I seen my line
it
like
was
it was
crazy,
jumping though.
man.
Like it was jumping.
Hip hop lounge was off the chain last night. I had to work so hard, man.
Yeah.
Y'all get a chance to get out there, man.
Did you do a lot of drinking too or something?
No, just working.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Make it entertaining. You're making sure
Right.
everybody felt good.
Hey, I saw his live though. It looked like it was popping, man. Man, shout out to Future. She did her album release yesterday. We're good for this plug. We gotta get her on the show.
Amazing, man.
Yeah, we gotta get her on the show.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So, look, I'm surprised that Antonio Bobo made it to the studio this morning because, man, listen. I don't go that hard no more, right? Bobo goes hard, man.
I'm going hard right now. I'm like,
man, just stick your head in.
Oh, he ready? Look, he don't walk on. Look.
Stick your head in right there, man.
Hey, we survived. We survived.
You got his shades on, right?
Right.
Man, listen, man. Look, we went from, of course, it was 901 day. We went from Bill Street to Esco, and man, listen, man. It was lit. It was lit, but we gotta talk. We gotta talk to the folks at Esco, man. They ran out of ice on us, man. And,
They ran out of ice. Let it go. What we talking about black businesses? Give them a chance. We talked about on our shows. Giving black businesses a chance.
No, I'm supporting them, but man, people was drinking hot drinks though, man. Right. And so I had to have Red Bull with mine. The Red Bull was cold, so it helped to cool my drink a little bit. But man, I felt a little like a little alky, man, drinking hot vodka.
They was that deep last night. And they ran out of ice.
It was thick. You hear me? Man, it was packed. As a matter of fact, they were, and that's another thing I'm talking about too. The people at the door were actually turning us away.
Wow.
Right? And I saw Bobo, and I was like, oh no, there go my people right there. And we just walked on over there. Right?
That's that VIP treatment.
And so man. But it was a lot going on, man. Here's the beauty though. Mm-hmm. Here's the beauty. 901 Day was a hit for the city of Memphis and for downtown Memphis.
Great look.
Right. Great look. Give it up for the folks that put it all together. 901 Day. And here's what I do love about it too. I love the fact that downtown made money. Downtown was popping, and I hadn't heard of any incident that happened in downtown Memphis during 901 Day.
But it's not just downtown. A lot of businesses took the opportunity to use 901 to promote business around the city and make money off. It was citywide, so not just downtown. The whole city ate off 901 Day. So that's dope.
Yeah, that's true.
yeah.
Yeah. Even Hip Hop Lounge ate off of 901 Day.
Right.
We
He probably didn't run no 901
Finally.
special. You run a 901 special last
I
night?
did. It was
But what?
901 to get in, and we had a 901 drink.
That's what's up. That's
Was it
what's
top
up.
shelf or bottom shelf?
Oh, Top Shelf.
Okay, y'all better go over there. Okay, that was a good deal. I thought it was some bottom
Man,
well drinks.
But yeah, we got Ken Folk, Kia Shine in the building,
Right.
y'all.
Ken Folk.
Yes,
He is in the building.
In the
Oh
house.
man, hey,
I seen about 901 yesterday too.
Hey, Kojak, this is one of them segments that Angelica's gonna be mad at us again because we finna talk about some history.
You're watching the Antonio Parkinson Project.
You know, first and for MF and most.
There you go.
Man, we got Ken Folk, Kia Shine in the building.
They hung over last night. Y'all a little too turned up and loud in here.
Listen.
I didn't have no drink. I had babies in bed with me last
listen.
night.
I'm snitching though. I'm snitching. So look, last week.
Yeah.
I sent him a text,
Oh,
right? And jumped in his inbox from the Antonio
You
Parkinson
slid
Project,
it? You sliding the
Right.
DMs?
I said,
He did?
Shine. I said,
Okay.
Shine, this Touche, hit me up. Right?
Okay.
And both of them, right? And so,
Okay.
so look,
Here we go.
the N-word did not hit me back, right? But watch this. Watch how the universe works.
Yep.
Right? I'm in the Atlanta airport.
Yep.
I'm sitting there waiting on my flight, minding my business. I look up. Who do I see at the same gate?
Ain't that the best? Ain't that
At
the
the
best?
same gate,
When they
on the
dodge
same
you and you
flight.
run into them.
Look,
Like I explained to him, I said charged in my head, not my heart, because I got the information. I did actually respond to DM, but on my text messages, sometimes the phone can be a distraction.
Oh, this sounds really
now,
good.
I have a
That sounds real good.
I have a son with autism, so sometimes. I got to put that phone. What he loves to do, he like to take my phone.
Yeah.
My son's 13. He will come in. He'll just say, everybody be chilling.
Yeah.
He'll come grab my phone and just run.
Right.
All through the
Right,
house.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I got the message, and I said, when I got on the plane, I told my wife, I said, I'm finna catch up on my text messages.
Yeah.
Because sometimes, and I'm also shooting something in Atlanta right now.
Yeah.
A show that everybody know about that is coming for season 3.
Yeah.
I can't say the name of the
Right.
show.
Well, I'll just guess
You know,
something like BMF or something like that.
So,
Maybe I don't know. But
It's
he, I,
season
Maybe
3 going
that was
on
you.
with it, and
Right.
I couldn't. So
That's
I was
the one I
when he
know.
actually texted me, I was doing that. So when you're on set, they don't want you having your phones
Yeah.
and doing all that or whatever.
Yeah.
So I couldn't follow back up.
man, you didn't have
know
to
what
say
I
all
mean?
that, man, because I was
But,
just giving you a hard time. You on the Antonio Parkinson Project.
man.
That's what we do. A little bit, man.
Nah,
A little bit.
because I definitely because I listen. I pride myself and make sure I follow up with people.
Yeah.
And I hate when I hear people, because sometimes a non-response is a response.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes with
Yeah.
people, and you gotta, you know what I mean,
Yeah.
and you gotta take that how you gotta
Yeah.
take it. But
Yeah.
I never do that. I'm gonna respond.
No, but you ain't had to explain yourself, man. I was just fucking with you.
Oh, it's all
I was,
good, man. Hey, man, it's all good,
Yeah,
man.
yeah. Look, listen, man. Look, and so just so y'all know, let me give y'all a little history, a little background. So we go way back.
Yeah.
I mean, way back, right? Into the maybe late 90s.
Yeah.
Right? Seriously, real talk. Late 90s.
Yeah.
All of us in the music industry, everybody trying to
we
get
go.
on.
Yeah.
We did our deal with Rough House Records, RCA Records, I think, and then you and Shine, and I want you to walk people through this. Shine, and Dre, shout out to Dre.
Yeah, Jack Frost. What up,
Jack
man?
Frost, and they started with Rap Hustlers, right? Walk us through that.
You're watching the Antonio Parkinson Project.
So when Touche had his group, and they were like one of the first ones to be able to get in rotation out here on 107.
Yeah, the Ruins, remember?
Yeah, the Ruins.
I played that
Throw it up.
live. I got the vinyl and I played
Right.
that
Yep,
live.
and
in the building.
And I had at the time I had Diamond Cut Entertainment, you know what I'm saying, and I was just kind of making a transition. We were more into the hip hop vibes early, but hip hop vibes, that Kendrick Lamar spit in that kind of vibe in Memphis in '98 Really wasn't trying to fly. He wasn't.
But it was dope, though.
It was dope,
Shit
but
was
it just
dope.
wasn't. It
Yeah.
just wasn't the right time.
Yeah.
For this market.
For this market.
For this
Yeah,
market.
because y'all had
D-Lax and
D-Lax and Flo.
Yeah,
Oh, man,
L.I.
yeah.
We
D-Lax
had some.
Flo was
dope.
dope.
We had some dope artists.
Yeah.
But it just wasn't the right time for it. And
Yeah.
so I had to pivot. That situation showed me how to pivot. I got a contact with Dino Del Valle. Dino, remember Dino who signed
Dino.
Cash Money to that $30 million deal?
Universal.
Yeah.
Dino came down here to sign Player Fly. And a friend of mine, Rico, had happened to bring him he said, man, you need to just meet this dude. And he brought him by my house. When he brought him by my house, I dropped my game on him and was trying to explain to him about my label and all. They said, man, if you ever come to New York, look me up.
Yeah.
Man, I said, okay, you told the wrong one then.
Right.
Guess what? I'm gonna get a buddy pass tomorrow.
Right.
I'm gonna meet you back to the house.
Right.
You get back to New York, I'm gonna beat you right there.
Beat me there.
Exactly. So, so I ended up going out there and making that relationship and building that relationship with him. But like as like anything, you going to New York for the first time, you think you're gonna get signed.
Right.
You think it's finna happen for you. But really, it was just me cultivating that
Building that
relationship. And I ended up going into the meeting with him. At the end of the meeting, I said, well, you know what? I know this dude kind of vibes, subscribe to my vibe, so I'm gonna go ahead and maybe spit a little freestyle for him, and because I feel like, well, maybe the artist thing is a thing, so I can be a rock with. Before I can get a word out, I played the beat. When I played the beat, he said, man, yo, this beat is crazy.
Yeah.
He was like, man, what you want for the beat? Before I got ready to even rap. Now I'm from Memphis now, so of course we understand that when someone says how much you want for something, immediately I've now pivoted to, okay, well, hold on, let me put the rap down, and let me go over here and put on the CEO hat
That's
again.
called pivoting.
And let me pivot right there
Yeah,
and say, okay, well, how much you want to give me for the beat? He said, I'll give you, we start $5,000 for the beat. The beat's yours.
You took the
The beat's
first
yours.
thing.
No, because I'd never even bought a beat. All the producers I knew around here at the time, I would get my beats for free.
Yeah.
So what you
yeah.
mean? Even the concept of he saying buy a beat,
Yeah.
that concept was foreign to me.
Yeah.
That never happened to me. I didn't know what he meant by that because I felt like, damn, I've been disrespecting these producers the whole time.
Right.
Not giving them no money. I think we all just trying to get on together.
Yeah.
Okay, so what I did though, I went back home and I told the producer, I said, hey, man, I give me $2,500 for that beat.
Right.
And he was like, what? He fresh out of high school. He said, man, I'll take it. Right. I said, give me all the other beats you got. I go back up to sell more beats. The producer was Drummer Boy.
Drummer Boy.
That's who the producer was. You know what I'm saying? And it was his beats that I was selling.
Yeah.
And that really cultivated my relationship with Universal because Dino was at Universal at the time.
Yeah.
So I'm selling beats to them.
Right.
And then he sent me to another A&R with Rough Riders.
Yeah.
I ended up getting more beats off to them and got a song deal with them.
Yeah.
And that turned into me getting a publishing deal with Universal Music Publishing.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And then they gave me that was my first 6-figure check.
Yeah.
And I took that money and I came back and I signed. That's when we started Rap Hustle.
Yeah.
And I signed the Gotti and Skinny Pimp and Criminal Man and all
wow.
that, and did that thing or whatever and started putting out those albums. And that's really how I pivoted from Diamond Cut to Rap Hustle.
Right.
And that was a smart move for me at the time to be able to just get in. I figured out, okay, the beats is what will work. No matter what you got going on, the beats, if I could give you some beats, and that's to this day.
Yeah.
You know, like, okay, GloRilla, that's how I ended up working with her last project. It was like beats, you know what I mean? Like, she's already, I heard the record, the FNF, I'm like, man, is she signed?
Yeah.
She signed already. Okay, hey, let me give you these beats.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I know I know that will work and be able to get into an artist creative mode or whatever.
Yeah.
So always being there, having something to be able to say to somebody is the thing to me. It brings longevity.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I don't want us to pivot too fast, to move too fast because I really want to walk us slowly.
You want to walk it through it?
thing,
Yeah,
man.
for sure.
Because man, one thing I want to say, and I want to say it publicly, is that. And I've told you already, but I'm incredibly proud of you, man.
Man.
Real talk, man. Real talk, man.
You don't tell too many people that.
Nah, bro.
Yeah.
But you know, to me,
Yeah.
I thank you, bro. But it God get all praise and glory, man. It is him. It be him. He be the one that be directing my steps. It be him. He be the one that be opening these things up. When I say it back to people, it sound good. Like it sound like, man, wow, that's dope. But the in between time and in the meantime, while you're doing it. And you going through it and you growing through it.
Yeah.
And it's like, bro, it'd be like, man, like, you know what I'm saying? And I just ain't never been a person to be stuck on what I already did. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I can receive that praise and be thankful, but I'll be kicking it back to God because I know man,
He gets the
him,
glory.
man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't me. I'm just a person he having the vessel to be able to do certain things.
You're watching the Antonio Parkinson Project.
So look, man. Let me ask this. Yesterday was 901 day, right?
yes,
man. It was lit, wasn't it?
I was just telling my wife because I said I didn't want to tell my wife. Well, I talked to her first before I talked to anybody. Well, I talked to God and I talked to my wife.
Right.
And then
Hold
I was
on,
like, okay.
you went over too fast. Do that again.
I talked to
Man,
God
she loves
first.
some
You know what I'm
stuff.
saying?
Okay, we done today. We can be done. We can wrap it up.
Then before I get on the Instagram, before I do any of this stuff, I just got to be, have my conversation with him. And then I have with my wife,
Right.
if she ain't too big with the kids, and then bam. So I was telling her, I said, man, yesterday, it's a song. I think Gunna got a song. Today I did good today. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, that song vibe was the vibe to me as far as like the way I felt riding home after all that yesterday.
Yeah.
Man, seeing 10,000 people on Beale Street, bro, without people fighting, without people
drama.
shooting.
No drama.
In the rain.
In the rain.
No, in the rain.
Yeah.
That's the thing. We was in the rain.
You know us, we don't go in the rain.
The
We
rain,
gonna milk.
immediately.
Yeah.
Women,
Yeah, we
what?
gonna milk.
I
Yeah,
just
wait a minute,
got
hold
my-
it. Hold it.
That's it.
Because look, you was about to jump in. Don't
I'm
pivot
not
us
about to-
yet. Don't
I'm
pivot
not
us
about
yet.
to
Yeah,
jump.
because but listen,
Hell.
and then it cleared up too. Because it opened up beautifully.
It was the I went to the new the Tomley Park.
Yeah, to the cookout.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man, listen.
Yeah.
I went down there too first. I performed down there too, bro. The sunset
Yeah.
was just
gorgeous.
beautiful. And then yesterday the rain really helped because it wasn't humid outside.
Yeah.
I mean, it felt great.
Yeah.
Downtown last night, man. But just seeing 10,000 people on Beale Street like that, seeing all the people that were at the BFF cookout, like all the the foods and all the food trucks and the people from Memphis that got their food trucks and they starting their businesses. I seen a lot of black business owners out there, bro, that I supported. And that was like super cool.
Yeah.
And Memphis, we got that food, we got that music.
We got that food and that music, man. And then, shout out to Rob Hunter over there here at Cigar Fest.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things going on for 901 Day. And, you think about it, right? 901, of course, for the people that's watching that's not from Memphis, 901 is the area code for Memphis, right? But September 1st is 901.
Yeah.
And so on September 1st, we celebrate 901 Day.
You're watching the Antonio Parkinson Project.
What I loved though also was, see everybody out there with their Memphis shirts on.
Man, yes.
901 shirts representing their city.
Everywhere.
And that
That's
just
why they
goes
come.
to show you though, it goes to show you how much the people of Memphis really love their city.
Yes, we celebrate our city, bro. We keep it 90100, man.
Right.
You know what I mean? 90100, man. We keep it 90100, bro.
Yeah.
Like, we have a pride about our city where we from, man. Like, that's a prideful thing. We from Memphis.
Yeah.
And that means a whole lot.
Yeah.
And if you know, it can mean, if you say I'm from Memphis, you can know that it might get ready to go Memphis.
Right.
And you might be getting ready to go. Or it's going to be cool.
Right.
But, but at the end of the day, like, it just, I saw the only negative thing, and it wasn't, no one was seriously injured, but people were passing out.
Yeah, because it was a little warm.
With 10,000 people
crowd,
together,
yeah.
it's a crowd together, and you jumping and you moving, and you know what I mean? You might have something to drink or whatever and all that. Hydration is key.
Yeah.
So next time, y'all, just when
Water.
you come out there, because we had to stop. The first one was doing my set.
Right.
So that's the one, come out and I'm
Yeah, step up
rocking.
to the mic.
I'm coming out and we rocking the set, You come out, you rocking your set and you into it.
Right.
And then the crowd is like, they screaming, but then they like, I'm like, wait a minute, they telling me to stop. You know what I'm saying? Like, wait a minute.
Right.
I'm like, whoa, okay, stop. So my brother tapped me, he said, hey. So I stopped. And they showed me, they like, look, this dude here done passed out.
Yeah.
And we had to clear the way and get the medics and everybody in there to be able to make sure they was okay. That was, man, I immediately started praying. I was on stage, like I made everybody, okay, everybody right now, we finna pray. That this person right here is gonna be healed. In Jesus' name, everybody say amen. Everybody said amen.
Yes.
And they got them on up, and then bam, so then we do that one.
Yeah.
Chad get on stage, somebody else fall out.
Right.
Drummer boy get on stage, somebody else fall out. Because you got the thing about it, we are playing high energy Memphis records that are classics. That we these phones, so it's like these records ain't, this it's not like a show where you kind of sitting still and just kind of no. Everybody dropping hits. Drummer boy come out there and play all the songs he produced for other people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you got put on for my city, all this stuff. You got all these records playing that are just super high energy. Shaq come out there, doing her records. It was just crazy. So people just falling out, and then by the time Big Boo come out there, and he is all energy. Big Dude is 100% energy.
He
He been like that from day one.
I don't know Boogie, but I gotta send a shout out to him, man. I love the way he loves his child.
Man, I had my guys with me out there. They both were just out there cutting up, man, and doing a great. But his energy was so up. So he out there up. Somebody passed out of his show. You know what I'm saying? So
then with the juking battle, my son, who actually won the juking battle.
It was your son that won. Bro.
Don't gas him up. Don't gas him up. Don't gas him up.
Let me tell you, I mean, you know about this
moment right now.
He can his daddy. Look, he proud.
Contorting his body. Man, doing the hustle. Wait a minute,
Coach said
bro.
he taught him that.
Coach, that chest got a big.
Come on now.
You gave it to him, Coach.
Gave it to him.
Man, listen.
Look, he proud.
But somebody fell out twice while he was performing.
Twice.
But
We need water
this is a
station.
great opportunity to send a shout out to Memphis Fire Department, man. Because they had,
Yes.
they had the little Mario
They
Kart
did it.
out there, man.
They did it.
And I said, oh man, I saw the Mario Kart, right? And I said, man, that's a great move. A little cart big enough to move around on Mill Street. You know, drive on the sidewalk, get people out to the medics or to the hospital. So shout out to Memphis Fire Department.
Memphis Fire Department, great job.
So next year, water stations with the water stations out there.
The
Next
water
year, water
stations. They had signs that said "Walk me downs."
Oh yeah,
right.
Water next to walk me downs. Okay, there you go.
That need to be there. But that was, I mean, it was high energy, and then the surprise was GloRilla.
Yeah, Glow.
You know what I mean? They slick surprised me with that.
Yeah.
They were like, because when Boog got off stage and we said our goodbyes, he was like, "No, don't go nowhere, man. Don't go nowhere." You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Glow, you should go up here right now. Okay, all right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I said, all right, man, okay, I'm gonna hold right here. And then Glow don't come up there or whatever, man. And that was just beautiful, man.
Man, look, beautiful. Man, I have to, just say this about GloRilla, man. She I'm so
Memphis.
proud of her. I'm so proud of her. Number one,
Memphis,
Frazier.
Yes.
Yep. And the Bay, right? And it's funny. She might have been one of them kids that was doing at Two Crunk Tuesday back then, right?
Oh wow!
Right, right.
Wow,
but
Two Crunk Tuesday, y'all brought it back.
Yeah, we was going to that Tico Bay back in the day.
Yeah.
But I do want to say this about GloRilla, man. I'm an empath, so I can pick up on the energy, man.
Yeah.
When I say the most pure, loving energy that I felt around somebody in a long time.
Just
a beautiful spirit.
Glow got that vibe, man. And not even not trying to, just she from the jump.
Yeah.
Bro, like, some people know the history with me and Yo. But for her, when she had F&F and it's number one, it's popping. Man, she came through the studio, my spot in Atlanta.
Yeah.
She come through there, man, and we immediately just get right on it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Her vibe and her energy. Just Frazier, man.
Yeah.
Like, I'm from Frazier.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
What high school you go to? That's
incredible. I went to Tredman.
Yeah.
I went to Georgian Hills.
Georgian Hill.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm real deal. Like, I used to stay in Ridge Grove, Ridge Grove, Charon Lane. You know what I mean? This is I used to. What's those apartments right there over the crossing the Fraser Boulevard, right there on the right hand side, right by Denver High School, but Denver Elementary, whatever. I used to. My stepdad used to manage those apartments. God bless his soul. But then that crack era hit, and he started moving around, folks taking them for rent money. You know what I mean? Give me a little rent today, and then and them folks came to our door with them yappers. And said, "Hey man, you need to get up out of here right now." And Mama immediately slid to the east, and that's how I get up in East Memphis or whatever. That changed my life though. That changed my life.
Speaking of immediately, y'all don't go anywhere because when we come back, we're going to talk about 5 things black people immediately say no to. So hit that subscribe button. We'll be right back. You're watching Antonio Parkinson Project.
Immediately.
Grab a backwood and roll up. Grab your cup and let pour up. They didn't want us round it first, but now they act like they know what. Hey, but they show love, yeah, we show out when we show up. I don't even do the liquor, that shit might make me throw up. But we turned up, this the after party. Shit grabbing on my body. White girl got a bottle in the club, and that going gnarly. Turned up in a wreck the party. We just brought out everybody. No, we got our have some fun. We at the after party.
Hey, y'all, it's Michael Kaya, and it's the Antonio Parkinson Project I'm on. They have fun around here. They got chicken and everything. If you really want to get the word, know what's going on in your neighborhood, in your community, in your blackness, you need to tune in to the Antonio Parkinson Project. And ain't even in the projects. Okay, so tune in. We love you. Keep God first.
You're watching the Antonio Parkinson Project.
Welcome back to the Antonio Parkinson Project. You're watching the fastest growing visual podcast in the Memphis market. Give it up for that. We keep getting these superstars coming in here, right? Give it up for my lovely co-host Angelica Jelly Woods in the building.
Angelica Jelly.
I'm trying to figure out what's north and whatever. I guess my husband ain't north enough. I'll make sure I tell him when I get home too.
He north. He north, but
He's
just
north-ish.
North-ish.
Okay,
not
north-ish.
necessarily north.
Yeah.
But if he lived at Ridgecrest, he good.
If you live in real quick,
You know what's interesting? That's a debate, and I'm coming back to you, DJ Kojak, but that's a debate because Raleigh is as far north, and Fraser too, as far north as you can go in the city of Memphis before you start going into unincorporated Shelby County.
Right. Yep.
But North Memphis is south of Raleigh and Fraser, and that's what they call North Memphis.
Yeah.
Douglas Hyde Park, Smoky City, all that,
Smoky City, Chicago.
Y'all give it up for my DJ Kojak. Scratch it up for me.
Bam, and one time for the North, man.
For the North.
He woke now. He woke last night.
Hold up. Yo, Shine, did you hear that scratch?
Did you hear that?
Let me hear it again.
No, we already did it. Did you hear it?
No,
Do it one more time for Kojak.
You go bam. One time for the North.
There it is.
You heard it? He heard the scratch, y'all.
We from my hood. Of course he heard.
We confirm who liars and not liars.
I heard the scratch. I heard the scratch.
So she the one lying.
Yeah, you didn't hear it?
We all heard.
Don't fall in it.
We all heard.
Don't do it.
Look. So my guy, Kinfolk Kid Shine in the building. Give it up for him, y'all. Yeah. So look, this man has coined and I hope he trademarked it too.
Yeah.
The phrase immediately no.
Immediately
no.
Immediately.
Now where did that come from?
Okay, so to keep it all the way 1,009 on 100 with you, immediately no actually came from Justin Bieber.
Oh, okay.
Justin Bieber.
I was expecting that.
Justin Bieber was in a TV show thing he was doing. They was riding along with this guy in the car, and the guy was like singing, and he started singing, and Justin Bieber said, no, immediately no. He said, and he said it so quick. I was like, he was like, no, I see what I need to see, and he said that. I took that sound bite immediately. I was like, "Oh no, that's it right there." And I started to incorporate it and started to use it. I think it's very important for in today's marketplace. We come up from the CD era,
right?
And we're not necessarily from this social media era,
right?
But we adapt, because if you don't adapt, you will die.
You will die like a dinosaur.
You will be a dinosaur. Right. So I have adapted, and I was like, "Well, what can I do to make people?" kind of tap more into what I'm doing, because if you're an artist or an actor, like if you're an actor, a lot of times when you do things, you can't even talk about what you're doing because they got you on the non-disclosure stuff, so you can't say stuff till it's actually coming out. Yeah. So it's like you don't want people to think you're just sitting around. Right. I want to always be active. Right. So I was like, okay, cool. And then musically, you don't want to just keep throwing music in people's face because it's like people only listen to people they know these days. So it's like, all right, so let me to see what I can do on a social media thing. And Country Wayne put me on this. He was like, man, look, if you want to start a TV show, he said, man, you got people watching you right now. So just start a TV show right now. Just do it. So I'm like, all right, well, cool. I'm going to do the immediately no, immediately yes. I'm going to just start talking about things that I think are immediately no or immediately yes. And some of the stuff is going to be funny. Some of the videos are going to be kind of, shocking. But it's a lot of crazy stuff that's going out here. So I started to do it, and it just started to work.
You're watching the Antonio Parkinson Project.
And it also made people see another side of me, because I like to laugh. Right. You know what I'm saying? I like to be funny. I like to joke. I that's how I've always been. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, we from Memphis, we like to check. Oh, yeah. So,
man, checking Bill Street Flippers yesterday.
Listen.
Back to that.
It started from there, bro, and it became it just became something that social media is tapped into, man. And now I do it, and I just keep doing them, and it's just it seems to something that seems to register with people. Yeah. And it's dope. You know what I mean? I think it's cool.
And it's a great, believe it or not, it's a great information and educational vehicle.
Yeah.
Right. Because you're really educating folks on some trending topics, on some issues, you know, and you know, and letting them know, hey, look at this. Right. Take a look at this.
Yeah, and that's very very good way for you to be able to pick it up, because that's what a lot of time when you're trying to teach something to somebody, show something to somebody, if you try to just preach at them all the time.
Yeah.
Because I do coffee with kinfolk,
Right,
and I do my things where I give inspirational stuff out.
Yeah.
But a lot of times, man, people they if I could tell you something, I could say, look, here's $1 million right here, man. This is how you can be able to go get it.
Right.
Sometimes if it doesn't have any shock value or something that bakes you to be able to want to watch, if it's just me or a talking head talking to you, sometimes it's just not enough. They'll miss a message.
Right.
So it's like, and I used to get frustrated about that, but I was like, you know what? Let me give them something that I know they will watch, and then kind of do an undertow of something that is like, it will give you perspective.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's what I do with it. You know what I mean? I'm
Yeah.
gonna get your attention with the things I'm talking about, but then I can give you my perspective on it, so it'll let you understand more about how I stand for stuff.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because certain things that's out here, you know, I'm not really with. You know what I'm saying? I'm not with it, bro.
right.
I'm completely not with it. I'm completely not with selling my soul.
Yeah.
I'm completely
That's
not
what's
with representing things that are not me. That's gonna allow me to get more views or more likes or more engagement or more money. But then I have to be able to I got to be able to reap.
Yeah.
And it's like, you know, I could have a lot more, but at the same time, I don't want to get into certain things that will allow me to have to
Compromise.
Yeah.
Compromise your integrity. I'm telling you, man.
Listen, one thing, the word integrity.
Yeah.
I always tell people, man, things you can see out your eyes is temporary. Things you cannot see out your eyes is eternal.
Yeah.
So what can't? Let's talk about what you can't see.
Right.
You cannot see integrity.
Right.
Can't see it
You
at all.
can't see it. If integrity was in this room, you couldn't grab
Yeah,
it.
it's non-tangible.
But
Right,
it
right,
mean
right.
everything.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? It mean everything.
Yeah.
So it's like
Yeah.
those things, you know, we got to concentrate a little bit more on,
Yeah.
because people
Yeah.
get lost in the sauce by the things you can actually see.
Yeah.
And those things you can see is temporary. I can
Come
see
on,
it.
brother.
I'm passing one day.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? I'm at some point in time. So I'm temporary.
Yeah.
You know, my soul may be eternal if I do the right thing while I'm here. But at the end of the day, what I can't see is God. I can't see love. I can't see faith.
Right.
You know what I mean? But these things all mean the most.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
You know what I
right.
mean? So
right.
I think if a lot of the young people, when they making certain decisions, whether we talking about musically or just or social media wise, the things that you are doing to be able to get your view. Okay, man, I'm in the hood. I'm in a tough situation right now. I'm in a tough situation. So I'm gonna take this money. I'm gonna give you this money. Now you gonna go out here and what you gonna do? And this is no disrespect to nobody now, but you're gonna go out here and you gonna show you, and I'm gonna need you to go ahead and show something now. I'm gonna need you to show
Show that.
everything.
Right.
Show everything now. I'm gonna need you to go and do that.
Show the print.
And do everything you need to do. I need you to go and show it.
That's what they be wanting.
I'm gonna need
Wait a
you.
minute, hold on one second. What print are you talking about, Angelica?
It could be either way. You know what I'm talking about. Thank you. You over there laughing.
No.
It can be the
Yeah.
man. It could be the man or the woman. Thank you.
And it could be, and definitely the man. Let me tell you.
Thank
Let
you.
me tell you.
Put your
In
little
film and
jogging pants on real quick.
in film and television, bro,
Thank you.
it's them decisions you have to make.
Yeah.
It's some
Thank
roles that you could take or you
Thank
could not
you.
take.
Right.
Thank
I don't take certain
Right.
roles that put me in that scenario where I'm compromised.
What role offered was an
I got so
immediate
much
no?
to say, Jesus.
Man, and immediately no for me, you know, just for me. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? I'm not taking away from anyone else who does this,
Right.
but I have children.
Right.
I'm not that I have grown children.
Right.
I know I just look like this, but I have
Right.
grown children.
Right.
And my children and the children that's in high school and they on their phone.
Yeah.
My son is in the 5th grade. Said, man, I was in class yesterday, and when I was in there, I looked up your stuff when I was in there looking up on Google.
Yeah.
Bro, what if something popped up and you look up on that thing and he see his daddy, his daddy lip lock.
Let him finish. Let him finish. Let him finish.
His daddy doing something. His daddy doing something that is unbecoming of his father.
Yeah.
You're watching the Antonio Parkinson Project.
Not saying that if that's what you are, that's what you are.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
But for me, I'm not gonna be in that position. You can't disguise it as acting to me.
Yeah.
You can't say I'm finna give you that money, bro, but you do acting.
Yeah, I remember.
Because that's not gonna translate to my kids, even if I tell them that's my job.
Yeah.
But so there's things that I won't be able to do, certain things that I won't be able to do, because in real life I'm gonna have to do it. Now when you filming these things, there's some things you're gonna have to really do. I'm not gonna be able to really do that
right
in real life, even though I'm acting.
You just can kiss Kojak for the dollars.
I would never do that.
Okay.
See,
Why you making that face? That's what you pretty much saying.
You could in my mouth.
I'm sorry, y'all.
And that's
shock value.
Yeah, shock.
Here's what you do. Here's what you do.
Can't unsee certain things.
Yeah.
I understand
exactly.
what you're saying.
Exactly.
You can't
Like
unsee it. It happened, whether it's fake or not.
I remember seeing Will Smith in 6 Degrees of Separation. Man, had a dude getting up from on top of him with Will Smith's legs wide open and naked. I was like, man, I said, I couldn't believe, because I didn't know what it was about, but I was like, oh no, I'm done, man. It's immediately no.
Yeah, that's immediately no for you. But see, like
Immediately.
my thing is, why can't you hire an actor that represents that culture to do that?
Or a body double.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Like, you just hire an actor that does that. That's all. You know what I mean? Just do that, and you're cool. But then when you come at me and you know what I represent, and you come at me and you say, hey, I know what you represent. You see what I do out here. I'm not on none of the BS. And then you say, okay, but I want you to do this for this particular character for some money for this character. To me, you gotta look at principalities. They in high places. Come on, and these are the decisions you're gonna be shot. You're gonna be given these decisions, and you have to make the decision to say, because you can dress it up and say you can make yourself think, yeah, I'm acting. I'm gonna further my thing and be able to be this thing is, or you can look at it like, man, okay, so if I was on the street, and I said, tell you, hey man, look, you wanna make some money right now. What I'm gonna need you to do, I'm gonna pay you this right here. And you're going to go do that.
Probably slap him.
Now, if that was in the street, you would say, bro, you trying to pimp me. Or you trying to do that's what you would do. Now, if you in the street, that's what you would do. That's
What's the difference, right?
What is the difference?
There's no difference.
There is no difference. So certain things for me is that's an immediately no.
Yeah.
For me, I'm not going to be on some things, shooting some kid or touching some girl. Or I'm not oh boy, he a great actor. I played him with Saints and Sinners with him, Clifton Powell. But he's had some roles where he had to act like he was touching a little girl and doing that for me. For me, I wouldn't be able to do that. You know what I'm saying?
And even in the political world, right? Once you're compromised, you're compromised. If I was to ever take a bribe from someone, right, I'm compromised.
You take
the
bribes.
rest of my life.
You are beef for
this
life.
Motherfucker owns me.
Yeah, you might be for
Because he
life.
can always hold that over your head, right? They can always hold that over your head, and then they will all be flooding you with them types of roles.
Yeah.
What's 5 things? 5 things that black people immediately say no to. Give me one, Shine.
I'll give you one. Even though I don't eat chicken, but I would tell you if you got some chicken, there's no seasoning on it. That's gonna be immediately no. I tell you another thing with black people, immediately no is okay when it's raining. I even though it was an exception yesterday for 901 day, when it raining outside, we ain't going.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Angelica, give me one. Give me one, Angelica.
I'm still Parkinson's. Do you got my money you owe me?
Immediately no.
That's on big people gonna say no to.
DJ Kojak, give me one.
Talking to the
Jesus.
other folks out there
Kojak.
right now.
We're getting Kojak.
If they want to bring potato salad to the cookout, it's immediately no.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we got raisins in it.
Yeah, we don't want none of that.
Cranberries.
Yeah. I got one for you. So if the house is haunted, it got ghosts.
Ghosts.
And
That's it.
he's telling black folks, hey, y'all can stay here. Right. It's black folks scared of ghosts.
Man,
Hell no.
Immediately no.
Immediately, repeatedly, no. We're not gonna do it. No, we're not gonna do it. No, we're not gonna do it. That's a no.
Devil is a lie.
Right. For those of you that's watching, y'all name some things that black folks
Chime in.
immediately say.
Chime in.
Yeah.
I'm scared.
Yeah,
I'm
because
scared,
we definitely want to hear what y'all got to say.
What's some immediately knows to you? Yes, let me know.
Yeah. So look, don't go anywhere, y'all. We're gonna come back because we got to talk to Kia Shine about some roles that he's played and some roles that's coming up, some things that he got coming up.
Indeed.
Because we want to talk about, one of the things we're going to talk about is, was his role in a certain show or movie, whichever it was, the number one hater role or the number two hater role in all of film history. So we'll be right back. You're watching the Antonio Parkinson Project. Hit that subscribe button.
Immediately.
Guessing to find you. I always in the mood. I told you always wanted something like this. Hold on to you.
Hey guys, what's up? It's Elise Neal. You are watching the Antonio Parkinson Project. Stay tuned.
You're watching the Antonio Parkinson Project.
Welcome back to the Antonio Parkinson Project. I am Antonio Parkinson, and you're watching the fastest growing visual podcast in the Memphis market.
Say that.
Let's give it up for it. One more.
Say that. Say that.
We're Brandon. We're speaking
Yes.
live. We doing all that.
Look, you done rubbed some Jesus on him this morning. That's so sweet. Look at him speaking live. Look, he do.
After hanging out with Bobo, you got to have Jesus in there.
Shout out to Bobo. Let me say, listen. Shout out to Bobo. Listen, man, Bobo, man, we've had some great nights, bro. Like in the city, man. So he gonna have you out there, man.
You're gonna be wore out.
I've been walking sober, you know what I mean, for like the last year and 1 month. So a year, 1 month, you know what I'm saying? I've been rocking sober, man, and I, it's by choice, not by force. You know what I'm saying? It was just like me challenging myself. I believe that in so much is sacrifice. Yeah. And what I do, I don't know people. This is why I want to tell somebody, like, if it's watching, I don't know necessarily when my next gig or thing is coming. Right. Yes. That has been my lifestyle for the last 22 years. Yeah. So when you talk about a faith walk of like eating what you kill, speaking what you feel, and like, that's what I've been doing this entire time. Yeah. And though it may look exciting to other people, and certain seasons are great, but there is a valleys and peaks that you go through, but it's a roller coaster ride that I chose. Yeah. I bought the tickets, so I'm not tripping. You know what I mean? This is what I want to do. Yeah. So at the end of the day, it's like, I always believe that sacrifice is connected to the blessing. Come on, speak. You know what I mean? So
real talk, something got to die in order for something to
live, something to grow. So it's like, so I said, okay, like, because there is no person over you when you doing this entrepreneurship and this faith walk or this creative journey that we on that's telling you, hey man, you got to get up right now. Yeah. You got to go do this right now. You have to have your self motivation to be able to go do what you're doing. Yeah. And then you gotta say, okay, so if you like to drink, like I love Anejo tequila. Anejo,
tequila drinker?
Anejo. Oh yes, I when I was drinking,
I know.
I would love to give you. That's the right
one. Give me a
listen,
dark place.
No, you gotta get the Anejo.
Okay.
The Anejo is, man, you get you Anejo, Casamico Anejo was my favorite one. Okay, and not that I drank a whole lot or whatever, but it was like, okay, cool, I like this. I have a marijuana persona. You know what I mean? Like, and I really see the attributes of marijuana and how it does, what it does to be able to really help on a holistic approach to life and autism as well. But I said, okay, you know what? Let me dial everything back. and get super clear because I am in a industry, I know music. Now things change and I continue to evolve with the change, but I've been doing it so long that I just know it like the back of my hands, ways to get money with it. Film and television is a different animal. And I did not get it handed to me. I was telling you, I said that I started with Terry Vaughn. She taught me acting lessons. And then I was cool to walk from the bottom to be able to like understand it and go into it and go on auditions and be told no a lot of times and to be able to, to grow because no means next opportunity or next one. So I went through that process. So it's like, okay, so as I do that and I sacrifice things, then I see that God, or if you believe God or the universe, I know what I believe. So, and it's like I feel like when I sacrifice stuff, good things, it'll just come. Yeah. And I think sometimes if I go too overboard with certain things, then things that happen, it'll make God do something to make me not do certain things. Yeah. So so that's what the whole sacrifice of the no chicken in my kitchen, no pork in my fork, no beef between my teeth, no fish on my dish, being vegetarian, doing the fruits, sacrificing. I'm from Memphis. I love barbecue. I love all these things. Yeah. But at the same time, like I said, I'm dealing with I'm at a faith-based business. So I got to see how much faith have I deposited into my faith account for me to be able to get something to come out into the natural.
It's more than that too. When you do things faith like that, I believe in God, so whatever I'm saying that, those things get his attention. So it's even when you're speaking today, and you put God out there, those things, when you speak on your Father, that brings more attention, and you're going to be blessed behind saying that.
I receive it.
And I promise, remember the day I said
touch and agree on it.
Mark the day. Yeah. Because it's almost like, even that we're not deserving of it, we all got issues, but it's like your dad, all y'all dads, right? And some of y'all kids may be terrible. I'm talking to all y'all because Kojak, you really listening to me today, Jesus.
Kojak's locked in.
I know, I'm really locked in. Oh, this real. Right. Yeah, y'all parents, right? And so I told my husband this. You guys are the same. You're everybody's dad, right? But you show up differently for your kid. Yeah. So God is only as big as you require him to be in your life, right? So some of y'all think small. We ask God, just pay my bills. Like, no, my daddy bigger than that.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
What you asking for is bigger than what, and I say, I don't know, you get what I'm saying? But he's still the same God. Yeah. So I'm asking bigger than even you. I'm just
we appreciate that soliloquy,
what you about to say?
But I do want to go back.
I had to be, don't be petty. Don't let him be petty. Don't let him be petty.
Right.
I'm being obedient. So you can say whatever you want to say. So you better not receive it or receive it. He being petty. God gonna get you for being petty.
But look, a petty spirit comes in the door when you come in, Angelica. So look. The queen petty. The queen on Game of Thrones was petty.
Oh my God.
Right. You're watching the Antonio Parkinson Project.
But look, I do want to go back to this. You talked about, you becoming a vegetarian and stuff. It brings us to this story that's out in the media right now. A 12-year-old girl in Texas, she died after her parents were feeding her smoothies for her injuries.
Yep.
Right.
Life-threatening injuries.
How far is too far, right? And this is two fronts, right? How far is too far when people you say that, one, and I'm not saying this is tied to that story, one, that, I'm leaning on faith, right? Yeah. God's gonna bring us through, right?
Here we go.
And another, how far is too far when you start listening to non-medical professionals in order to heal yourself?
I think God gave us 5 senses, some of them 6 senses, some of them gave us discernment.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's like, come on now. Like, if you're able to see that some of these holistic things are not working, right? Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, you're gonna have to bust your move. If I'm sick, I'm going to the doctor. I'm not going to my blender, right, to be able to make a smoothie. I'm going to go to the doctor to figure out what the situation is. Now, in Western medicine, you do have to look at it with a grain of salt and have your own common sense with it. But like I said, God give you discernment. You know what I mean? He'll let you know. Now, hey man, this don't feel right. This don't feel right now.
Yeah.
It's too far. It's too far. If somebody's dying and you giving them a smoothie, you know what I mean? Like, what are you doing? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Just to add a little bit more context to that story, and we ain't gonna stay here very long on it. But in the report, they were saying that the investigators were saying that they were giving them smoothies because they did not want the child to be investigated for her injuries, but they hadn't determined, where those injuries came from. But I just want to touch on that. But let's talk about
I think because those parents probably were doing something to that.
I have a question though about his holistic journey. Did your wife join you with the little chicken, the kids too?
Yeah, so
that's
my
why
daughter, Golden Coleman, who was 5, she joined because she chose to do it. But my wife and I, we started together back in November of 2002.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So that was something we chose to do together. And it made it easier to be able to do it together. But my kids, I give them the option now because they eat what daddy cooks. Hey, this, I'm coming with this. I'm coming with this, with my plant-based stuff and those things. And sometimes they like that, and sometimes they prefer me to make them other things. But I try to make sure I give them the best, the best of whatever the quality of what they want. But my daughter has chosen to follow the plant-based route. She's 5 years old. She's like, I want to eat what mama eats. She said, she don't want to do it.
Kojak brought us some burgers, man. And I was like, man,
shout out to RJ Groove.
RJ Groove.
Oh yeah, plant-based. Listen.
That's my DJ partner, old school DJ partner.
RJ Groove had some the Vings.
Oh yeah.
And I just hope that he has got those. He had those oyster mushroom beans at a particular time, bro. And they were the best texture and the best.
That was
wings.
actually, it was actually the best burger I had, vegan or non-vegan.
Yeah.
Seriously. It was literally the best burger I've had.
He know what he doing over there.
He had Erica Badu over there too, and she was just raving about him.
No, it's definitely he has definitely got something good over there with that.
Let's talk about some of the roles you had. What was your favorite role that you played?
Right now there's a movie called The Color Book, and it won't be coming out till next year. It's doing these festival runs right now.
Gotcha.
It's a movie about a special needs father who has a child who has Down syndrome, and it's played by Will Cadillac. Will Cadillac's from Black Lightning and other. He's a dope black actor. He played in that movie with Tiana Taylor too. That was this album.
I know what the movie you're talking about.
Yeah, but so he's in it, and I play his best friend Rico, and it's crazy because I have a special needs son with autism. That he's 13, Jameson, and it's just like that was one of the roles that I felt like God was like, man, this is a perfect opportunity for me to be able. So I can be the best friend to a father who has autism, and has a son with Down syndrome or special needs. I'm like, this is I know this role.
You're watching the Antonio Parkinson Project.
So that was a great one, and it won AT&T Untold Stories at Tribeca this year. It's a dope.
When can we see it?
They're doing their run,
right,
so it'll be next year before it come out. Like, because they, the way it works with movies is like some movies, like with Tyler Perry, he'll shoot it, put it out, and distribute it. They shot it and they go through the different festivals and then all the
build the demand for
the record labels per se, or the movie studios
so they can
will be there, and they will say, okay, we like this movie, we saw this movie, we want to pick it up and put it on this. So they're doing that. So it'll be out next year. But that was like one of my favorite roles thus far. But there's a movie coming out in November called Red One. Okay, it features Dwayne Johnson, The Rock. Okay. It's a Christmas horror story about stealing Santa Claus.
Okay.
And it was Amazon Studios, and it's coming out in November. The trailer is out now. It's called Red One. I have prosthetics on my face, so when you see me in the thing, I'm gonna have to I haven't seen it all, so it's like, but I just know half of my face looks like this, sort of. Other side looks like, it's blue. My eyes are blue. Right. You know what I mean? It's just, that process was just dope. It was a $250 million budget film.
Wow.
So like, they did a lot of work with the prosthetics and stuff like that to like make you. It was dope, bro. There'd be some days I come to work and all I do is they put my face on. I come in there and like maybe do two scenes, and then like and it'll take them an hour and a half, 2 hours to take my face. Just back off, like what they were doing to it with the makeup and stuff like that. And there were some people that was even more. I mean, you won't even recognize them. They just like are these characters, and then they had these cameras, bro. I could show you a picture where, bro, it's like every spot of this room, it's a camera.
Yeah.
Like every space,
every angle.
And they're doing like the digital stuff. You know what I mean? So they're like, bro, it was an incredible experience.
What role did you play in it?
So I play a tech mule. It's a tech mule. So basically, like, let's think like you know how like in Superfly movie I played and they had like a snow patrol.
Yeah.
Just like them dudes.
Yeah.
So it's like we're like these futuristic guys that are like working for this lady named Mama, and she's like on the team with the people that are stealing Santa Claus.
Gotcha.
So I'm like, so that's what our job is to do. And so it was cool. It was like about 5 of us. And like we would just like be following her commands and stuff like that or whatever and stuff, and fighting against the Rock and they people and stuff. It was just like, I had to learn how to do fight scenes and stuff like that or whatever, train for that. It was super cool, bro. The experience was dope, bro. I never went through something like that. And then we shot it for like my part was from October to February. So it was like as long as I ever shot something. Like, you know what I mean? So it was just really a great experience altogether. But then I also learned that, there's a difference between the superstar of the film and the co-star. Oh, really? Because The Rock had his own private everything. The man had his own. When I was on set, I was like, the trailer I had, I said, man, it's the best trailer I ever been in. This is for me. I was like, man, all right, God, I'm in there praying. Man, I come out and said, with The Rock here, The Rock got, first of all, security. He got a gate. It's a private community on the set. He got a gate. There's a black escalator sitting out there with security sitting there. Your ass ain't walking up in here. Okay. And then his trailer like a house. Over here. I'm like, man, well, what's that over there? That's where The Rock is. I'm like, oh, okay, I'm still in the pool house thing. Over here, man. Like, but I got a chance.
The rich house does.
Yeah, but listen, I got a chance to meet him though on set. The first day they had the camera test, right? So they put the stuff on us or whatever, and they have us, testing us. But while they're testing on one side, they're shooting this other part for another part over here. So like I'm looking at my eyes, but it's like I was like, I'm gonna show you a picture of this stuff too, so you guys can see what I'm saying. Yeah. You can post it. So I can't see all the way with these contacts that I got in my eyes. Right. So I'm like, I can see the outside, but I can't see the person's features. So I'm like, man, that dude look familiar. Because when I booked the role, they don't tell you. Also too, this is a real game. They don't tell you, hey, you're going to do this movie. It's called Red One. It stars The Rock. It stars these people. Gotcha. They're going to send you your script for your part, and you get your part. Now, when you get to set, that's when you are introduced to this is what all is going on. And then they want to make sure you sign off on your non-disclosure and all that, because they don't want people knowing what's going on and what in these people. So it's like, bam, so you get here. And I said, man, dude, look for me. I'm like, man, look for me. And I see the other dude. I said, he looks familiar too, but I can't see all the way. I said, wait a minute. That's The Rock, man. I said, I know that's The Rock.
You're watching the Antonio Parkinson Project.
So me being, the networker that I am, I said, let me go ahead and just kind of put myself in the position here to be able to see if I can see if this man is him. So I go put my jacket right down on this thing they have where we get jackets at. But the jacket is where between where he's at and where we're shooting at. So I know I'm going to have to go over here at some point to get my jacket. So when I'm going to get my jacket, he's coming this direction. So the closer he get to me, I can see is The Rock. So The Rock, I was like, okay, damn, it's The Rock. So I see, okay, there's The Rock right here. Bam, The Rock in the movie. Okay. So then I was like, man, okay, bet. Because I was giving my agent a little mess because I got a yes from playing Keisha Cole's brother in her movie that she came out with. And I had to turn it down because I was doing this. And I was kind of sad about that a little bit. But when I said, oh, this is The Rock. Okay, so bam. So when I see The Rock, I said, hey, I'm with my stuff on or whatever, man. But hey, man, I'm Keisha. I'm from Memphis. Are you from Memphis? I'm like, yeah, you got your start out there with the wrestling and stuff like that. But I said, I want to tell you a story real quick. I said, my first role I booked was in Atlanta, season 2 with Donald Glover. And I played this security dude that was giving him a hard time coming into the
Danny
club.
Glover or?
Donald Glover. Donald.
Okay.
Childish Gambino.
Gotcha.
So season 2 of Atlanta, episode 3. So I'm doing this scene with him, with this scene with Donald Glover, and I'm with him all day. Okay, bam. The lady who's behind me, she's just setting up the shot. She's like, well, "You're tall, so you're probably not gonna get a lot of work in the business."
Oh wow!
She just say that to me, and I'm like,
Wow.
Damn, like in my mind, I'm thinking, wow, for real. Like, why would you just try? And I'm glad that I'm here at this time. You know what I mean? Like, it's in working with this man. I'm like, why would you tell me that? So I didn't say nothing back to the lady at the time, but I was like, in my mind, I said, well, The Rock is tall, and I was like, John Cena is tall. I said, Vince Vaughn is tall. I'm just thinking about people that's tall that act.
Tall people.
So I was like, wait a minute, like, why is he? Tiny Lister was tall. Debo, I know several people that's tall actors.
Right.
So when he said, I didn't waste my time refuting the lady, but I thought about The Rock immediately. So when I'm in front of The Rock, fast forward to meeting him the first time, I said, bro, I told him that story. I said, man, they told me I wasn't gonna work, but I said, man, I thought about you. And I said, man, guess what? I'm sitting out here, I'm on the set with you. And we got to talking. And the irony of that, man, just good vibes or whatever, bro. Dude vibe is super cool. Yeah. And and that was the first day of set, so I saw him the whole time while we were out there, or whatever. And I realized too that he has a great life because he doesn't have to do all the work. He got 2 people that look just like him.
Yeah. He got doubles, right?
You said,
He got the doubles. And man, listen, they go do all the hard stuff. Man, there were people in this movie, in the movie Red One, we'll be talking about with The Rock that comes out in November. He had people that one of his security dude that broke his collarbone. They were doing real stunts in this thing, doing real folks getting hurt. Okay, and they would ask me, "Did you want to do your stunt?" No, I don't want to do my stunt. I don't want to. No, I'm cool. Is your job to get paid to do this part here? Right. Go right ahead. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna step out. You know what I mean? Like seriously, I'm not tripping at all, man. But yeah, he has a very cool job, and he just come in at the end. And do his part or whatever, but it was definitely a great experience doing that. Though,
man. So look, so we got to talk about your hater role, man. We got to talk about your hater role, Superfly. Right, yeah, man. Yeah. So look, there are 2 top hater roles in Black film history. Yeah. One is yours, and one is Big Head Rico and Belly.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, just elaborate on it.
All right, so
that's funny.
So the Superfly was my first movie, right?
Right.
And when I got it, I gotta tell you this. Okay, so I get the movie.
Walk us through it.
I got the movie. I get the role, right? But it was bittersweet because I lost my brother Brandon to a drunk driver. He died instantly. He was in a car in Denver with his friend. His friend was driving around, and his friend fell asleep at the wheel. You know, like a great night like last night. A great night where you had been out all night or whatever, and then you driving home, I'm on the passenger side, and you fall asleep. My brother died on impact. I'm on the phone with the lady with the young man's mom. She's calling me and telling me about, she's sorry, she apologized, and but I'm saying, look, man, we forgive you. Right. That happened. But my brother Brandon told me before he passed away, he said, man, you gotta keep doing your coffee with Kim folks, and you need to do the acting. Just keep going with that. Yeah. But I kept getting no's the whole time that he was alive. You know what I mean? The whole time. Yeah. Man, the man, when I hang up from the phone with the parent, agent called me and tell me, hey, Shine, you booked Superfly. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Understand, I've been getting told no so many times, but my brother had told me, keep going with the acting, keep going with that. So it wasn't until he passed till I got some yeses. So I know that when you lose a person on earth, you gain an angel in heaven. I know that to be true. Because I know that's something he told me. You know, when you talking to your brother and you had it heart to heart. So going into the movie, I'm just glad to be doing it. So when I talked to Director X, he's like, hey man, so you're gonna get hit on this one, you're gonna fall down, and it's gonna be, I'm like, I'm not tripping on any of it. I'm like, man, whether I'm the hater or whatever it is, it's cool to me, you know what I mean? Because this is my an opportunity, and it's not something that ain't something I can't stand on, like, you know what I mean? It's cool. So so we doing it, and it was just like, we had to get knocked down so many times doing that particular scene. And then,
how many times did y'all retake? How many times did y'all retake?
We redid that take. And my butt was hurting so bad when I got done. Like, even though I had a pad down there, bro, in my elbow, but we did it probably like 30 times.
Wow. Yeah. Just
so think about shot, that 30 times. Because even if you're doing it right, they're gonna have to catch every angle. Yeah. This ain't the Tubi movies. Now. This ain't Tubi when you shoot these movies. These are the real deal. They catching it every angle of what you're doing.
That would be a
and I mean you got to do it the same way
exact way. Yeah.
every time. You know what I mean? So you got to hit it the same way, the same energy, bam, and then you get knocked down. You know, and then so it was one of those things where like when it came out, you know, you have people that be like, yeah, nigga, you got to knock your ass out. And then somebody like, yeah, nigga, knocked your ass out. You know, and right. So, we had the premiere out here.
Right.
We had the premiere.
You ain't gonna do that down.
Had two theaters that were full of people that came to see the premiere and see me get knocked on my ass. I'm not tripping.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because ever since I got knocked down, things been going up.
Yeah.
You're watching the Antonio Parkinson Project.
But I was tripping, but it's like, you know, it definitely was one of those things that like coming into it, I really didn't think about like what's gonna be the, you know, I just like, oh, somebody get knocked down. I'm not, you know what I mean, not really tripping. But when I watched the first Superfly, I was like, damn, they had this role in the first one too. You know what I mean? And so I thought it was just dope. I thought it was nostalgic, and I thought it was dope, and I was just glad to be able to be a part of it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Seriously, man. It was just dope. You know what I mean? Like,
I love it, man.
You know, I appreciate it, bro.
But you know, and I want to wrap it with this, but you know, that scene is going to always be an iconic scene.
That's what we're going for. That's what we going for.
Yes, sir.
That's what we going. Like that's what we do it for. We want to make a timeless song or a timeless scene that's going to do it. I mean, like when Tyrese was talking on Shay Shay, and he was talking about the people when they still see him, they're like, man, you know, you hungry, nigga? You want something to eat? They always go back. You need to have those. You gotta have. Any successful actor will have those things and those moments, and you got to do them. So you know what I mean? So
man. So man, look, man, we are incredibly proud of you, man. Give it up for my guy.
Can I say something?
But before we go though, I got to tap into my Autism Advocates, the nonprofit that I have, man. Like I have to use my voice because my son is nonverbal. Okay, you know what I mean. So a lot of people say they have autism, and the autism spectrum is wide. Yeah. But my son is severe autism, non-speaking. So I have to use my voice to be able to, and I encourage my children to use their voice to like, because my young man hasn't got his voice yet. Gotcha. So, you know, and I still say yet because I still have a belief in that. And he definitely, he's non-speaking, not non-verbal, because he definitely is verbal. Yeah. You know what I mean? But I use my voice, and for those out there who don't have a voice, and for those parents, and in that community that's underserved, and the autism community is very underserved. So we have a nonprofit here, autismadvocates.org. We different not make sure that's autismadvocates.org. We different not less. We're blessed by the best. It's definitely we do a lot of things in the city with the autism community, whether that's giving out sensory items, going to the schools. I'm actually going to be at a school tomorrow morning out here in Memphis. I go out there with my mascot. We go out there. We serve the children, and we just try to be that light. Yeah. And be able to help the autism community. And a lot of number one cause of death for children with autism is drowning. Wow! So what we're introducing is a program that we're doing that's going to allow children to be able to learn how to swim. And that's what my son know how to swim. You know what I mean? But it took a long time for him to learn how to do it. We had to do a lot of lessons and learn. And me, this is my first time having a nonprofit. My wife is the director of it. But we just do the things that we feel like organically help us as autism parents, because we didn't see somebody's autism. We didn't. I'm not going to throw a shot at them, but some of the other autism nonprofits, I've never ever seen anyone reach out to me, anyone try to. I'm very vocal about my son having autism, but no one has reached out. So I'd be like, all right, well, cool. Y'all got all these millions of dollars, but y'all don't help anybody. I don't see y'all doing anything. So we, with Autism Advocates, make sure that we actually get out here and we touch the autism community and we help them in a positive way. So we'll be doing a lot more of those things. But like I said, I'm always on the news and always on things talking about my nonprofit or whatever, bro. So autismadvocates.org. That's where you can go if you love a person with autism, or you have autism and you're looking to be able to join the community. You know what I'm saying? That's what we push: community, we push acceptance, and we push awareness.
So here's my pledge as the legislator, and I appreciate you sharing that story, because I wasn't aware of that, of what the number one cause of death for individuals with autism is. But my pledge as a legislator, you will get my full undying support
Thank you.
You know, for what you're doing.
awesome.
And
Come
we'll
on
try
now.
to make sure that we push
Appreciate
legislation.
it.
Let's make it happen.
Thank you so much,
Help
bro.
to reduce those numbers.
Yeah,
brother.
we got to, man,
Yeah.
because you know, and a lot of those parents, even the parents that we give stipends to, that we go to the classrooms and we give Kroger gift cards to and stuff like that. We do that with our gift to receive program. We do that to help the parents because when a child has autism, they eat some of the same things over and over and over again. It can be very expensive. So we try to help there. But even some of those parents didn't even have the money to be able to go pick up the money, you know what I mean, that we're giving to them to school seat.
Yeah.
So we like, all right, we got to get
Yeah.
a Sprinter van and be
Yeah.
able to take these parents and being able to pick their children up to go to these swim lessons and doing things for them. So you're going to see us be very, very, very mobile out here in Memphis and even, you know, in Atlanta too, where I'm at as well.
I love it, man.
that's
Use that
good.
vehicle,
Man,
brother.
we got
Use
you.
that
Have a
vehicle,
heart.
man.
Parkinson
Yeah,
on my
man.
heart.
Y'all give it up for
Nah, appreciate
Kids
that.
Can I
Shine.
say this part before you
Yeah,
go?
'cause-
Please, our producer on the show is not here. One of our producers, her
Okay.
name is LaContier. Please give her a shout out, LaContier and Faith. Please, Jesus.
LeContier and Faith.
That's
Yeah,
her
look
daughter.
right in that camera because she
Please,
wants you to look.
please.
Just right here. Right here. Yeah, that's your shot, right.
LeContier, Faith. Thank y'all so much for producing an excellent show. You know what I mean? Antonio Parkinson Project is definitely a great tool and a great platform to be able to spread this positivity, this awareness, and what we're doing right now. And I appreciate your role in doing this. So I thank you very much. And next time when I come back through, maybe I'll see y'all and meet y'all.
Oh, Lord, man. We ain't gonna tell her nothing.
Thank you. Don't forget.
Man, y'all give it up for Kids Shine in the bit. All
right.
Immediately, yes. Immediately, yes. So, look, I want to thank everybody for watching. You know, we're a little bit over the time slot, but look, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you follow us. Make sure you share this. It's a great show.
Indeed.
All right. We'll talk to you soon. You've been watching the Antonio Parkinson Project.
You're watching the Antonio Parkinson Project.
Powered by Black Market Strategies.